Good afternoon, everyone. So today we will discuss about the rest of the part of the biodiversity and conservation. The importance of the species diversity to the ecosystem. So different types of species, what is the role of them in our environment, we can read about them. Does the number of species in a community really matter to the functioning of the ecosystem? This is a question for which ecologists have not been able to give a definitive answer. For many decades, ecologists believed that communities with more species generally tend to be more stable than those the less species. Okay, what exactly stability for a biological community? A stable community should not allow much variation in the productivity from year to year. It must be resistant or resilient to the occasional disturbance. Okay, and it must also be the resistance to the invasion by the alien species. So stability means they can stay forever. The not they cannot they don't like the disturbed by the any other the alien species or any other the weather systems. Okay, that is stable species. We don't know how these attributes are like to the species richness in a community, but David Tillman's long-term ecosystem experiments using outdoor plots provide some tentative answers. Tillman found that plots more than species allowed less year-to-year variation in the total biomass. He also showed that in his experiments, increased diversity contributed to the higher productivity. Although we may not understand completely how species richness contributes to the well-being of an ecosystem, we know enough to realize that rich biodiversity is not only essential for the ecosystem health but imperative for the very survival of the human race on this planet. Okay, so not only the human race on this planet, different types of species are present on this planet, but at a time when we are losing species at any alarming pace, one might ask, does it really matter to us if a few species become extinct? Obviously it does matter. If any species extinct from that earth, who replace that place? No one replace that place. So there is the chain system or any ecosystem totally destroyed by this type of extinction of the species. Would Western Ghats ecosystem will be less functional if its frog species is lost forever? However, quality of life affected if, say, instead of 20,000 have been 15,000 pieces of ants on the earth. There is no direct answer to such native question, but we can develop a proper perspective through an analogy. Past joint using thousands of rivals. If every species to become extinct, but more and more rivers are removable, the plain becomes dangerous weak over a period of time. Furthermore, which river to remove may also be critical. Loss of rivers in the wings is obviously a more serious threat to flight safely than loss of a few rivers in the seats or window inside the plane. Loss of biodiversity. What happens if the biodiversity losses occurs? While it is doubtful if any new species are being added through the speciation and the earth treasury of species, there is no doubt about their continuing losses. The biological wealth of our planet has been declining rapidly, and accusing finger is clearly pointing to human activities. The colonization of tropical Pacific islands by humans said to have led to the extinction more than 2,000 species of native birds. The IUCN Red List documents the extinction of the 784 species, 359 invertebrates and 87 the last 500 years. Some examples of recent extinction include the dodo, quagga, thylacine, sailor-sea, different types of, that dodo, they are totally extinct from this earth. So some species that is totally extinct from the earth, that is dodo, quagga, thylacine Australia, sailor-sea cow Russia, and sheep species Bali, Javan, Caspian of tiger. The last 20 years alone have witnessed the disappearance of the 27 species. Careful analysis of record depending shows that extinction across taxa not random. Some group of like amphibians appear to be more vulnerable to the extinction, adding to the grim sequence of the extinction. In fact, 15,000 species worldwide are facing threat of extinction. Due to this population, due to this globalization, most of the species, due to the proper care, for the proper weather condition, for the proper food, they are totally extinct from the earth. From a study history life on the earth through the fossils records, we have learned that large scales of species like one we are currently witnessing have happened earlier, even before human appeared on the scene. During the long period since the origin, the diversity species, how the sixth extinction presently in the progress different from previous episodes. The differences this is in rates. The current species extinction rate estimate 100 to 1000 times faster than the pre-human times, and our activity are responsible for the faster rates. Ecologists warn that if present trends continue, nearly half all species on earth might be wiped out within the next 100 years. Loss of biodiversity in a region may lead to the declining in the plant production, lowered resistance to environmental perturbation such as drought, and increased vulnerability in certain ecosystem processes such as plant productivity, water use, and pest disease cycles. The accelerated areas of the species extinction that world is facing now largely due to the human activities. There are four major causes: habitat loss and fragmentation. This is the most causes of first foremost causes, that is the affect the extinction of the species, that is habitat loss and fragmentation, over exploitation, alien species invasion, and co-extinction. What is habitat loss? You can guess that they can lose their habitation because due to the some population for the cutting of the trees. There is the most important cause driving animals and plants to the extinction. The most dramatic covering that 14% of the earth's land surface. These rainforests now cover not more than 6%. They are being destroyed fast. By the time you finish reading the chapter, 1,000 more than hectares of rainforest would have been lost. The Amazon rainforest, it is huge, that is called lungs of the plant, harboring probably millions of species, is being cut and cleared by the cultivating soybeans for the conservation of the grasslands for the raising beef cattle. Besides total loss, the degradation of many habitats by pollution also threatens the survival of many species. When large habitats are broken up into the small fragments due to the various human activities, mammals and birds requiring large territories and certain animals with migratory habitats are badly affected, leading to the population declines. Overexploitation. Humans have always depended on nature for food and shelter, but when need turns to greed, it leads to overexploitation of natural resources. Many species extinction in the 500 years were due to the overexploitation by humans. Presently, many marine fish populations around the world are overharvested, endangering the continued existence of some commercially important species. Okay. Next, alien species. Alien species means that is coming out of the environment. That is from alien means that come from the other planets, that is other environment. When the alien species are introduced unintentionally to deliberately whatever purpose, some of them turn invasive and causes decline and extinction. Obviously, alien species means they start to grow, they are habitated to the another environment. When they move to the other environment, obviously they cannot survive or adapted with that environment, so they can destroy one by one. The Nile perch introduced into the Lake Victoria in East Africa led eventually to the extinction more than 200 species of cichlid fish in the lake. You must be familiar with the environmental damage caused and threat posed to our native species by invasive weed species like carrot grass, lantana, water hyacinth. The recent illegal introduction of the African cuttlefish aquaculture purpose is posing a threat to the indigenous catfish in our rivers. Co-extinction. When a species becomes extinct, the plant and animal species associated with it in the obligatory way also become extinct. When a host fish species becomes extinct, its unique assemblage of the parasite also meets the same fate. Another example is the case of a covalent plant pollinator mutualism, where the extinction of one invariably leads to the extinction of the others. Next, biodiversity conservation. Why should we conserve biodiversity? What is the need of the conservation of the biodiversity? There are many reasons, some bacteria obvious, others not obvious, but all equally important. They can be grouped into three categories, that is utilitarian, broadly utilitarian and ethical. The narrow utilitarian arguments that conserving biodiversity obvious, humans are countless direct economic benefits from the nature foods. Obviously, we humans are totally dependent on the natures. Their natures have so many roles in our life, so we cannot survive without the help of the nature. Firewood, fibers, construction and what not, different types of all things we can get from the natures. And the products of the medical importance, more than 25% of the drugs currently sold in the market worldwide are derived from the plants, and 25,000 species of plants contribute to the traditional medicines used by the native places around the world. Nobody knows how many more than medicinally useful plants are there in the tropical rainforest waiting to be explored. With the increased resources put into the bioprospecting and species level diversity for products of the economic importance, nations endowed with the nature biodiversity can expect to reap enormous benefit. The broadly utilitarian argument says that biodiversity plays a major role in many ecosystems survive that nature provides. The fast dwindling Amazon forest is estimating to produce the photosynthesis 20% of the total oxygen in the earth atmosphere. Can we put any economic value in the survival of the nature? We can get some idea by finding out how much a neighborhood hospital spends in the cylinder of the oxygen. Pollination in other service ecosystem provides through the pollination layer, bees, bugs. So ecosystem, you know that this type of insect get the pollen or the honey from the pollen bees. So they have also affected by the natures, and we derive from the nature an aesthetic pleasure of walking through the thick wood, watching spring flowers in full bloom, or walking up to into the bulbul song in the morning. Can we put a price tag on such thing? The ethical argument for conserving biodiversity relates to what we owe to millions of plants, animals and microspecies with whom we share this planet. Philosophy or spirituality, we need to realize that every species has an intrinsic value, even if it may be the current or any economic value to us. We have a moral duty to care for other well-being and pass on our biological legacy in good order for the future generations. How do we conserve biodiversity? When you conserve and protect the whole ecosystem, the biodiversity at all the levels it protect, we have entire forest to save the tiger. This approach is called in situ. However, there are situations where the animals and plants is endangered or threatened and needs argument measures to save it from the extinction. Ex situ conservation is the desirable approach. So this is most important, ex situ conservation and in situ conservation. Ex situ means inside, ex situ means the outside. Faced with the conflict between the development and conservation, many nations find it unrealistic and economically not feasible to convince that all biological wealth, invariably the number of species waiting to be saved from the extinction for the exceeds the conservation resources available. On a global basis, the problem has been addressed by the emittent and conservationists. They identify for the maximum protection certain biodiversity hotspot region with very high levels of the species richness and degree of endemism to the region not found anywhere. Initially, 25 biodiversity hotspots were identified, by the subsequent 90 more than been to the list, bringing the total number of biodiversity hotspots in the world to 34. These hotspots, Western Ghats, Sri Lanka, India, Indo-Burmese and Himalayan, cover the country's exception highly biodiversity region, although all the biodiversity hotspots together and species collectively, however, is the extremely high and strict protection of these hotspots could be reduced the ongoing mass extinction by almost 30%. In India, ecologically unique, the biological rich region is legally protected as Biodiversity Reserve National Parks and the Biodiversity Reserve National Park, Wildlife Sanctuary, Biosphere Reserve. India has 14 biosphere reserve, 90 national park and 480 wildlife sanctuaries. Remind that, okay? How many biosphere reserve? 14. How many national park? 90. And wildlife sanctuaries? 448. India has also history of religious and cultural tradition are set aside in all trees and wildlife within Bharat and all total protection. Such sacred groups are found in Kashi and Jayantia Himalayas, that is mountain region, and Aravalli hills of Rajasthan, Western Ghat region of Karnataka, and Maharashtra and Sarguja, Chanda and Bastar areas of Madhya Pradesh. In Meghalayas, the sacred groups are the last refuges for the last number of rare and threatened plants. Ex situ conservation. Ex situ means in this approach, threatened animals and plants are taken out from their natural habitat and placed in the special setting. They can be protected and given special care. Zoological parks, botanical gardens and wildlife safari parks have these purposes. These are many animals have become extinct in the wild but continue to be maintained the zoological park. In recent year, ex situ conservation has the advanced beyond keeping threatened species in enclosures. Now gametes of threatened species can be preserved in viable and fertile condition for the threatened species can be preserved. Long periods using cryopreservation technique. Eggs can be fertilized in vitro and plants can be propagated using tissue culture methods. Seeds in different of genets and commercially important plants are kept for long periods in the seed banks. Biodiversity knows in the political boundaries and its conservation is threatens the collectively responsible in all nations. Held the Historic Convention of Biological Diversity held in the Rio de Janeiro in 1992 called upon all nations to take appropriate measure for the conservation of biodiversity and sustainable utilization of its benefit. In a follow-up World Summit in the Sustainable Development held in 2002 in the Johannesburg, South Africa, in 190 countries pledged their commitment to achieve by 2010 a significant reduction in the current rate of biodiversity loss at global, regional and local level. Okay, so this is the biodiversity and conservation. What most important part that is from coming the very short type of question, and that is the important, that is the how could you conserve the biodiversity, ex situ conservation, in situ conservation, these are the most important. Okay, so we have completed our syllabus. If you have any question you can ask me. Bye bye everyone.